Quaffing from fountains. Don't do it. Alright, thanks for watching my video. No, seriously, I could just end the video here and it would increase your chances of ascending by 1,000,000%. Many new players go through a fountain drinking phase. You start playing Nethack and find out that you can get a wish from a fountain, so you just start drinking from every fountain you see. This is a classic noob trap and will have you dying from snakes over and over. Now maybe you're saying to yourself, I don't care if I die from water moccasins over and over because there's a small chance I might get a wish. And if that's how you want to play, don't let me stop you. There's no wrong way to play Nethack. But if you want to get better and eventually ascend, there's a better way. And don't worry, we'll still talk about how to farm a wish from a fountain. Fountains are useful in 4 ways. Dipping for Excalibur. Since you're playing as a lawful Valkyrie, you can dip your longsword in fountains starting at experience level 5 for a chance to get Excalibur. Blanking out scrolls and potions. Dipping potions or scrolls in fountains will blank them out. This is useful for creating holy water or blank scrolls to write on. Item uncursing. If you have a cursed item and no way to deal with it, like a cursed weapon or armor that you're wearing, you can dip them in a fountain for a chance to uncurse them. And finally, dipping to get a wish. Like quaffing, dipping items in a fountain has a chance to give you a wish. You can see by this list that quaffing or drinking from a fountain is not listed. That is because you should never do it. Quaffing from a fountain has a longer list of less than ideal outcomes than dipping does. So before we even think about messing with fountains, we need to make sure we can handle those less than ideal outcomes, such as snakes, water demons, water nymphs. Your items can get cursed, you can lose your gold, can be prevented by putting your gold in a bag, or pools of water can be generated. And this can accidentally kill your pet or delete any items that were on that square. To deal with snakes, you need poison resistance at a minimum. To fight the snakes, water demons, and nymphs, you need decent AC, HP, a weapon that you can actually hit with. What is considered decent stats for this? Well, it depends. But as a general rule, let's say you want to be experience level 5, which is what you need to be to dip for Excalibur anyway. Have about 50 hit points, 0 AC, 17 strength, 15 dexterity, and your starting +1 longsword is a fine weapon. But to be able to hit the water demon, you're going to want to have expert in longsword. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have an escape item on you too, just in case. These stats are more of a guideline than a rule. Use your judgment. If you are desperate, or maybe have a good escape items, you can dip sooner. The longer you hold out and increase your stats, the better your odds will be. For example, waiting until level 7 is a huge power spike because you get intrinsic speed at level 7 as a Valkyrie. A side note about Minetown. Successfully dipping for Excalibur will instantly use up the fountain, so don't do this in Minetown or you will have to deal with angry watchmen. You can use the fountains in Minetown to dip potions and scrolls, but just remember to stop as soon as you see the message about the flow reducing to a trickle, or if the Minetown watch yells at you. And now we finally talk about farming a wish from a fountain. After you have good stats and you really want that wish, first pick an item that you don't mind getting cursed. I usually pick a scroll or a potion of water because getting a potion of unholy water or a cursed scroll is actually useful later anyway. Then bag up all of your gold and try to keep your pet out of the room when dipping, or brace yourself for a small chance your pet could be accidentally killed in a pool. Then go up to D level 1 and keep dipping your potion into the fountain over and over until it dries up or you get a wish. Then go down to the next level and do that on D level 2, and so on. Start with D level 1 because that gives you the highest chance of a wish, and each level the chance goes down until it hits 0 chance of a wish on D level 20. I would not recommend doing this all the way down to D level 20 unless you're really desperate, because if you can already get to D level 20 you probably don't need that wish anyway. So that watery blue genie pops up and says, "You get a wish. What do you wish for?" This isn't the focus of this video. and this will probably need to be an entire video on its own, but if you're still early in the game, you wish for Silver Dragon Scale Mail, then Cloak of Magic Resistance. I'll explain why those two will always be your first wishes in the wishing video, but for now just know that they will do the most to keep you alive.